Gill netting is a passive collection tool that we use in fisheries management to collect a representative sample of the fish in that area.
There's a perch.
What we're looking for with the gill netting process is collecting a sample of the fish community. The fish community can consist of multiple species. It could be looking at recent invading species or a new invasive species to kind of get a snapshot of what's going on with the fish community.
Since 2005, the Vermont Fish and Wildlife Department has been collecting data at 11 monitoring stations on Lake Champlain. Every summer, 2 125-foot-long gill nets are set out at each location for a 24-hour period. The focus is on capturing members of the lake's warm water community, primarily yellow perch, white perch, pumpkin seed, rock bass, and other panfish species.
We're doing it for a number of reasons. It's to understand the age structure and the population structure for some species like yellow perch, which are sought by many anglers. But we have invasive species that have come into the system in recent years, like white perch, that could impact the yellow perch populations.
Yeah, there's an alewife.
In 2004, alewives, another invasive fish, were discovered in the lake. This voracious herring-like baitfish has the potential to cause tremendous changes to the lake's ecosystem.
It has a fairly large mouth, so the alewife will actually filter feed, where they just swim with their mouth open. They can particulate feed, where they'll visually see something and go and grab it. So they're pretty diverse in their ability to feed.
The nets have 7 sections with different mesh sizes, so they trap fish of different age classes. The goal was to capture enough fish to obtain a good representation of the community. Dozens of fish are hauled in at each net set, but this is a drop in the bucket when compared to the tens of thousands landed by anglers each year. As the nets are pulled in, the fish are extracted and sorted by the mesh size they were caught in.
The fish are brought back, they're frozen, and then when we have time in the winter, we'll work up those fish.
All right, white perch. 2, 4, 5.
In the lab, every fish is measured, weighed, and sexed. The otolith, a bony structure behind the eardrum, is removed to determine the age of each fish.
When we process the otoliths, it involves basically soaking them in an alcohol solution for a brief period of time, and then we take the otolith out of the vial, we crack it in half, so we're able to kind of get a cross section of it, similar to a tree ring. So we put that half into an alcohol flame, and basically that enhances the marks, and then you can count the rings representing a year of growth.
Biologists collect data from hundreds of fish each year in order to understand the dynamics of the fish community and spot trends that may be occurring within the lake.
One trend we've been seeing in some of the stations has been the increase in white perch abundance, with the corresponding kind of decline in yellow perch abundance. Historically, yellow perch were probably the most dominant species in these communities, so kind of a shift in the dominant species. And we'll continue to monitor their level and how the community may be impacted.
The Fish Community Monitoring Program is one of several ongoing methods used by biologists to collect data on the health and population trends of fish in the lake. To reduce the impact of negative trends on certain species, the implementation of regulatory changes, such as catch limits or season lengths, may be part of the solution. After collecting and analyzing all of this data, the ultimate goal for Fish and Wildlife is to provide a healthy, sustainable fishery on Lake Champlain for anglers to enjoy year-round.